3 decades ago, photographer Bob Madden snapped an historic photo of the volcano Kilauea erupting. Now he's back to get the ultimate photo of the volcano in action today. He's in a hot spot, dangled over, burned by, and chased away from Kilauea's lava. He'll find out if he's still got what it takes to take on a volcano and get the perfect shot. Meet Bob Madden, photographer. A photographer with a problem. He's been sent to this place by National Geographic to take the perfect shot of bright red molten lava in action. And the lava is not here. But there was a time when it was here. Here is Kilauea Volcano on the big island of Hawaii. And the year was 1974, when Bob took an extraordinary photo of a volcano scientist in front of a wall of flying lava. The photo wound up on the March 1975 cover of National Geographic magazine. Now, to get another amazing photo of Kilauea's lava in action, he'll need help. And he'll get it from the very same scientist pictured on the cover from back in '75. His name is Robin Holcomb, and he's going to do whatever it takes to get Bob in front of where the lava flows today without getting anyone killed.
We needed Robin to tell us where and where not to stand, just like we did in 1974. How close we can get, don't go across that crack, stay on this side. That's very important.
Together, they're going on an incredible journey. One that will test every skill they have. They're going to go to ridiculous lengths just to get a picture. For starters, they're trying to find the place where the 1974 photo was taken and see if there's any lava still there.
I would suggest we walk up along this trail around the end of the flow. That gets us right into the area where those photos were taken, up on around the end of the flow here.
The problem? The site of the 1974 photo doesn't really exist anymore, at least not like it was then. The eruption Bob photographed in 1974 was at a spot called Mauna Ulu. It was once a mere fissure. But during the eruption, the ground built up. After the eruption, the ground cooled and settled. That's what makes finding the spot of the photo such a challenge. They're joined on their hike by Mike Poland of the U.S. Geological Survey Hawaiian Volcano Observatory. Maybe the next generation of scientists will be able to help them on their quest to find lava. But what Mike shows them isn't what Bob expected. What was a fountain of lava in '74 is now a hole. A huge, steaming hole.
Oh, yeah. And I don't want to stand there.
At the very top, we look down and there's a 50-meter hole where the lava had been coming out from before and now is stopped. Why is it still steaming up here? I can't figure that out. I mean, you said that this is a dead volcano since 1974.
Well, it takes an awful long time for this lava to cool. And so what we're seeing is steam coming from just the hot rock that's down beneath us. There's a great big thick pile of lava here.
Wow.
It's going to take decades to cool.
Bob and Robin try to get their bearings to restage the 1974 photo.
They might be getting close.
All right, here we go. Yours.
But there's definitely something missing from this photo, something this spot had more than enough of in 1974. Lava. In that year, Bob Madden was on the island doing a photo assignment for the magazine when Kilauea's lava began to put on an amazing eruptive display. Bob rushed to the Hawaiian Volcano Observatory, where the volcano is studied, to try to get some photos of the lava. he was introduced to a young geologist named Robin Holcomb, who worked at the observatory.
I had several different jobs at the time, but the main one was to be the observatory's photographer.
Robin remembers meeting Bob.
He was a hippie. He had these bell-bottom blue jeans that he wore, and he had a very big, bushy, black beard.
Robin agreed to take Bob to the lava.
When he said, "I'll take you out there," I didn't know exactly what to expect and found out later it was more than I bargained for.
Robin took Bob to the very precipice of the lava fountain to capture the eruption. Then Bob went to work to capture exactly the photo he wanted. Bob needed somebody in the shot so readers could see how high the fountain was. That somebody was Robin.
I think it was more fun for him than it was for me.
Robin was silhouetted against the rim of the volcano, shielding his face from the heat. When Bob asked him to walk back and forth across the rim,
I kept saying, "Boy, this is really a great picture. Keep it up."
And being a meticulous photographer, it wasn't good enough to do it once. I had to do it quite a few times.
that's because Bob knows that getting the right photo takes tenacity, regardless of the conditions.
You're looking for light quality. It was in the middle of the day, so I wanted the sun to go behind the clouds so that that magma would be much more brilliant. And after a while, he kept calling down, "Hey, Bob, it's getting pretty warm up here. I need to get out of here."
After 45 minutes roasting Robin by the lava, Bob had his picture. When Bob learned the photo had been selected for the March 1975 cover, he realized it wasn't just tenacity.
We were just lucky that we were there at the right time in the right place.
Today, though, this is clearly not the right place. The lava has come and gone, leaving only steam, and lots of it, which gives Bob an idea for an interesting photo before moving on.
The steam is pretty amazing. One I want to do where you're coming up right in through there, getting all this steam in the foreground. We have Robin in silhouette, so you don't know quite who the gentleman is that's coming up through there. It may look like a creature from the Black Lagoon.
No lava here, just a picture sheathed in mystery. But for now, the mystery is, where did the lava go? And where is Bob's perfect photo hiding? Bob knows that wherever it is, it'll have to come naturally. You can't force a cover shot.
So we never go out and recreate a picture specifically for a cover. So we're always looking within the coverage for one that's the epitome of that particular place. When people see it, they go, "I know exactly where that is. Now let me go read the story." And so now our mission in 2008 is to go out and find something very similar to this.
Which means getting in front of the lava and setting a good photographer loose, just like in 1974. And Robin knows where that lava might be going.
Well, the volcano is still erupting, but it's not doing the same thing it was in those days. It's a long, sustained eruption in which all the lava is coming out through lava tubes, down low on the flank of the volcano and flowing into the ocean.
Robin has laid out the roadmap. To find the lava, they'll have to go with the flow. And they'll take it from the top. The Hawaiian Volcano Observatory is perched literally on the edge of Kilauea's summit caldera. And it's where the magma, underground lava, pushes toward the surface. This is where Bob and Robin will start their lava hunt. They've come at an auspicious time. Just 5 weeks before they arrive, an explosion at the summit.
The wind shifted from the south, pushing plumes from Pu'u'o'o toward Hilo, bringing dangerous levels of sulfur dioxide with them.
Hawaii Volcanoes National Park is closed. Nearby communities are evacuated, and the Big Island holds its breath.
Suddenly, a lot of explosions at the summit. These are relatively small so far,
Right.
but it's a major change.
Wow.
Nothing like this has happened since 1924.
Can this be where Bob's photo lies? Here at the newly aroused summit of Kilauea? it's time for Bob and Robin to find out what's happening to the volcano. Because of the danger at the summit, the park won't let Robin go to the edge of the crater. Instead, Don Swanson and Juanita Rausch of the Volcano Observatory go around the crater, collecting debris upchucked by Kilauea's summit. And they'll show Robin what's happening inside the smoking crater.
We collect ash in buckets like these that we have out on the crater floor, and this is a good sample that we got today.
Now that we don't have
In the lab, Robin learns that the volcano is in transition.
So it's changing, it's not
yeah,
constant.
but it's important because we still have a juvenile component in this ash.
Oh, it's still putting fresh material out.
Yeah.
That fresh material is Bob and Robin's first glimpse of today's lava, in odd form. Black glass droplets, nicknamed Pele's tears, after Pele, the goddess of the volcano. And stringy fiberglass, called Pele's hair.
This is really fresh and unbroken.
Yeah, it's really nice.
This is lava, or its remnants, at the very top of Kilauea. Something that Bob definitely didn't see in '74. Which to Bob means it's a photograph waiting to happen.
It's really lucky today that we don't have the bright light out there, that we do have some fog, because it's going to make a better picture for me here.
Fog is sulfuric smog, put out by the crater. Toxic, yes, but a lovely diffuser of light.
That's very good.
But what does this new activity at the summit mean? If the lava is not flying out of the summit, it must be escaping some other way. So Bob and Robin travel down the volcano's flank, looking for trouble. And they find it at one of the volcano's hottest spots, Pu'u'o'o.
The activity in that vicinity have been going continuously now for more than, I think, 25 years.
Matt Patrick of the Volcano Observatory explains what's happening here now.
We have good views into Pu'u'o'o now. There's a bit of new activity with a new gas vent that's opened up, and it might suggest that, magma is moving closer to the surface in this area, which is always something that we have to be concerned about.
They're almost close enough to touch the volcano, but it's too dangerous to land. Besides, Pu'u'o'o is only venting. Its lava is leaking out from underneath and sneaking its way to the sea. To see lava, Bob and Robin need to be moving on. From Pu'u'o'o to the sea, the lava flow is easy to find. Look for a line of smoke billowing down the hill. Just beneath that smoke flows fresh lava, and Robin has an idea for how to get a close-up of it. He explains that much of the southeast corner of the Big Island is riddled with its own plumbing system.
It's a very complex plumbing system. It's coming up in a main conduit from beneath Halemaumau, and then it's moving, there are fingers of it moving off laterally into the rift zone. Once it erupts on the surface, it just finds the easiest way down toward the water.
As lava runs along the surface, the outside of the flow hardens like a candy shell. The rest runs underneath like rain through a gutter. Eventually, the lava drains out and moves on, leaving a tunnel called a lava tube. And there's only one way Bob can see, or scientists like Robin can study, lava when it's in a tube.
The only way we have access to the lava is a few places where the roof of the tunnel collapses. And these collapses are called skylights. They're very useful because it's a good place to measure the flow rate, the temperature with instruments, or you can collect samples from the lava stream and get those analyzed because we want to follow changes in the chemistry of the lava.
Which might tell you what the volcano is set to do next. So Bob and Robin will get help from the scientists at the observatory. They'll take a sample of lava out of a skylight and Bob will take a close-up of the lava.
The first thing we do is check it out with the helicopter, looking down to make sure that there are no new collapses. There is a new collapse we saw yesterday, but it was several hundred meters away, and it looked like one that was too